Hey, we're live. This is our third
Take
attempt.
three.
Take 3.
We wanted this to be an amateur production.
Yes.
And for 21
that.
months now, we've accomplished that. Well, this is as amateur as you can get, and because we love amateurs.
So are we live?
I think so.
Yes, we are live.
Okay.
Anyway, welcome to Postcards from Lowell. And even though we're a couple minutes late, we'll get even with you. We'll stay on a little longer. That's the way we operate. Anyway, sitting here behind the camera is Bill Cooper. Hi.
Hey, Bill Cooper.
Mary Ann Cooper, our lovely and talented director.
Thank you.
And not set up. I mean, everything you do everything to make this show go.
That's true.
And Chad Carvel, talk about doing everything to make this show go. He does everything to make this show go.
That's what happened.
And all I do is put this puzzle together, and somehow it works. I just want to say one quick thing. Last week, going up to today, we've had over 325 views of this last week's show. That is wonderful. And so whoever's watching us, whoever's checking on us, and one of the other big parts, and he'll be here in a little while, of this show is our buddy Louis Clausey.
Hey, Louis.
Louis. And we have a special surprise guest today.
There we go.
Woo! Oh, my aching head. We have a surprise guest. Anyway, so welcome to Postcards from Lowell.
Again.
And if you can do the show the postcard from Lowell, please.
This is a postcard from Lowell. Thank you, Chris Susie and Megan Jones. And here's vintage postcards from Lowell. Thank you.
From our pals in Vermont, Conrad and Deborah.
Conrad and Deborah.
Conrad and Deborah. Again, they got
Thanks,
those
Conrad.
for us, and we thank them.
And this is my pool.
This is the now defunct Lowell Spinner's bat.
That's how they keep me in line. I'm just saying.
That's right. They may be defunct, but we're not. And in front of Mary Ann is my little Dick. That's little Dick. He was the manager of the Lowell Spinners. And his last name's Italian, so I can't pronounce it.
It's isn't it Tutuguan?
Yeah.
Well, if Mac had something to do with it, it is fondue. So anyway, and let's see.
Joke for a lot of people.
My Justin glass,
Hey,
courtesy of my sweet daughter Carol. This was her son's glass, and I love everything.
thank you to Joni.
And what's in it today, you might ask? What?
Bill, what's in the glass?
Oh, I didn't think you'd ask. It's coffee and milk and ice cubes and Kahlua.
Home brewed Kahlua.
It's
home crafted.
a Christmas special.
Yes.
That's why we moved to we actually rented this Christmas studio for today.
Can I do the disclaimer?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
ATF, not selling it. Okay, moving along. It's for home use only.
You are a human disclaimer.
Yes. I'm a walking disclaimer.
A walking dis. Anyhow, again, what will you do? And it dawned on me, we've done this show for 21 months now.
Yeah.
Every day, every Wednesday of the month. We missed a couple because we were on the road. Actually, our Lowell trip, which our buddy Louis has a lot to do with. He has this so I can show it someday, and I haven't figured out how. Because I am so...
Tech savvy.
This is getting there. I'm getting there. You notice that? Really am. Yeah.
I'm pressing them buttons.
Anyway, so Joan, we got the Joan phone.
Hello.
Thank you. My sister Joni.
Hello.
And Joni, I think, gave me the bat, the Lowell Spinners bat.
Yeah.
And where he is, Teddy Ballgame. Let's show Teddy Ballgame, please. Teddy Ballgame.
Get your moxie.
This is a poster Joni gave me of Teddy Ballgame, Ted Williams, advertising Moxie, which, like me, and Betty Davis, and
McMahon.
Jack Kerouac,
Yeah.
and Paul
CVS.
Songas was born in Lowell, and CVS.
Yeah.
I forget how to spell it, but CVS was born there
Don't you
too.
wish you had some stock in that company?
Oh, let me tell you, even
And I had
a jar
only
of their
tasted
leftover
Moxie
pills.
Once.
Yeah, I've only tasted
And
it.
once was plenty.
Yeah, it does you for life.
Yeah.
That's what I
It
see
is
in
an
the slogan.
acquired taste. It seriously is. simply because, anyway. So I'm going to get right into my postcard from Lowell. Being the Christmas season, I'll tell you one that happened. Now, I'm a little kid, and it's one of the first times I remember seeing Santa Claus. It was at a church Christmas party, and my parents brought me there. My cousins went to the same church, so those were like the only ones I knew. I was super bashful in those years. I really was. I was super bashful.
Bill Cooper shy.
So what I did was, when it was time to talk to Santa Claus, I go up there, and I must have been about 7 years old, because I am just scoping him out. He didn't look like my image of Santa Claus. That's all I'm saying. So then he says, well, what would you like? And I said, nothing. I was too scared.
What?
And then I turned and I looked at my parents, and they're giving me the, come on, say something. And I said, a train set? And I kept looking at my parents instead of saying, and they shook their head. I said, a bicycle? And they shook their head.
Oh.
I said, I don't dare ask for a set of drums again. I remember what happened to the first one I got.
Yeah.
So that was my first visit with Santa Claus. And then and as I left his lap, I could tell I was getting older, because he says, is there anything else that you'd like for Christmas? I said, do you really keep a list of the girls and boys that are naughty? He says, yeah. I said, can you give me the list of the naughty girls that live near me? So that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. That's our postcard from Lowell.
Yay.
And Jeannie Brazil is watching.
Hey, Jeannie.
William Buckingham.
Hey, Will.
Joan Cooper Lanzer is
Hello.
watching. And if someone else is watching and it went by, I can't bring them back because, again, I am not tech savvy yet, but I'm learning. This year, don't you notice I've got much better than I was?
So much better.
Liar.
That's why you pay me, Bill. That's why you pay me the big bucks.
Hey, Tara Kelly is watching.
Hey, Tara.
How you doing?
I haven't seen her in a minute.
I know it.
Yeah. So anyway, that's who's watching.
Buddy of ours.
And now I'm just going to swap places
Yeah.
with
me.
with Mackie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now that you
Mackie,
finished
thank
the
you for
story.
showing up. And before you go, I really want to say, 21 months we've done this show. It would have been impossible without Marianne, without Chad, and without Lewis. All you guys have helped so much make this so.
Oh wait.
It's
I just
been
have
fun.
I just have to genuflect. I don't gotta go all the way down.
So popular. Not only, on when we do it on Wednesdays, but we archive it on postcardsfromlowell.com,
Yes.
and you can see it on YouTube anytime. As I say, binge watch. Get the big bag of popcorn, sit there, and instead of these crappy things you're watching on those other services,
Yes.
you can watch, 21 months of Postcards from Lowell.
All the content.
That's our Merry Christmas present to you all.
Yes.
And none of the content has been edited.
No, there is
Except
no,
that one
no
time.
editing.
One time, Lewis played a song and they shut me off and
Well,
muted the song.
it was maybe a copyright song,
Anyway, so
but we can cover the song. We can't play the original.
all right, so I want to hold up the phone number.
Oh, jeez.
Because our weather girl,
Yes.
a fine weather girl,
Oh, this is
Alpine
not
Helen.
This is not a ploy.
She wrote me a letter the other day, said I forgot the phone number.
Oh,
So there it is, Alpine. If you're available, please give us a call because we want the Lowell weather report.
Weather update.
Up to minute.
Up to the minute.
Up to the minute.
That's a good job she has, and we want her to keep it.
Well, I have some news about the Lowell Town Christmas tree.
Oh,
hold on a
put it
second.
on hold for a minute.
Wait a minute.
Stay tuned.
One more ring. Okay, say hello.
Hello. Thank you for calling WNY.
Who's calling, please?
This is Alpine Helen with the weather.
Yay!
Hey, Alpine.
Woo! What's it like up there in Lowell?
I didn't finish my introduction.
Oh, our apologies. Sorry, Alpine.
How much are we paying her?
Rewind. Okay. This is Alpine Helen with the weather report from the great metropolis of Lowell.
Yay!
It is 37 and cloudy.
Oh, that's a bummer. It's kind of we had cloudy skies for like 3 days here in Savannah, and now it's cleared up.
That's exciting. It was raining earlier today, so now it's just cloudy. There's a little bit of sun peeking out, so that's really kind of balmy at 37.
I think 37 is balmy
For December, sure.
for Lowell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And listen, we have a special guest here, Alpine. You remember when you were cellmates with this young lady at the Indiana State Prison? Well, she remembers you. Say hello.
Well, hello, top bunk. My honey.
Hello, bottom bunk.
Did you hear my laughter in the earlier in the show? I had to stifle my laughter so you wouldn't recognize it.
I did not, but I remember that laughter well from the top bunk.
Stifle yourself, Edith.
Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. Yeah, it's beautiful here in Savannah. I hail not from Lowell and not from Chelmsford, but from Worcester, Mass.
Worcester. Oh, we
Which
love
is also
Worcester.
known as Wormtown and also known as Paris of the 80s.
Wow.
I didn't know that. 1980s.
Paris
But I
of
find
eight.
myself in this lovely town that I might consider my forever home.
Yeah, we love Savannah, no doubt about it.
You'll have to come visit.
I would love to. Can I still have the top bunk?
Forever yours.
Forever yours.
And that's spelled W-I-S-T-A, right?
Worcester.
That's the way you spell it, Joan. You
That's
know
the way
it.
you spell it.
Alpine Helen, ma'am.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. But,
I stand
it's funny.
corrected.
When you're in Lowell, do you ever see Joan and Clem and that bunch?
Only if I have to, really.
You know, that's my swell sister. I'm not going to tolerate that, young lady. We're going to look at your
And
pay
it's
structure.
my very good
Actually,
friend.
I've been seeing Ace Stretcher for a while now.
Oh, they stretch you. Oh,
He put the
He's a
crackpot in Crackpot Reporter.
I can only see him more often, but he's out there with that damn magnifying glass looking for that boa constrictor all the time.
It's a dangerous, dangerous world.
Someone has to do it.
Yep.
Anyway, Alpine, that was a heck of a report, and we thank you always. I know the check's in the mail.
Oh, well, I'm still waiting, I guess.
But they're snowed in Bangor, Maine.
I had Lewis mail it, so it might be a while. He only
Okay.
checks his
Oh,
mailbox.
it's so
once in a
nice to
while.
hear from my ex-cellmate, too. That's wonderful.
Yeah, and like you, she's been behaving.
Yeah, I have. Oh my goodness. Leave
What?
it to me
That's
to
That's not the
cause
same cellmate I know.
leave it to me to cause a problem here. A technological problem someplace.
No, don't worry about it. Just
Don't worry
ignore
about it.
I apologize.
No apologies necessary. Hide that purse.
I too
Know
have.
that laugh anywhere.
Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
I have technological issues as well.
I have no idea who would carry a cell phone outdoors with you. You gotta be kidding. You carry one outdoors?
Yeah,
Wow.
outdoors.
I'm just curious. I mean, I don't know who would do that.
That's quite a laugh, isn't
Oh,
it?
my goodness. Yep, that laugh kept me up many a night in itself.
Well, I like your laugh too.
Should we inquire as to what landed you two ladies in the slammer?
No.
So, although it has been said of us that
Yeah.
if we had known each other earlier at our former place of employment, we would have been fired low many times.
Oh, absolutely. The only thing I can tell you, it has something to do with a fritter eclipse. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Fritter eclipse.
Fritter eclipse.
Oh, this ought to be a good one, Alpine.
Only in Lowell. Only in Lowell.
Maybe,
those things happen.
maybe someday we could give these nice people a copy of that clip so they could play it on their station.
Would love to. Because
Yeah,
we have a band. Our band's back together. Aluminum
Aluminum
Pickle.
Pickle.
And you can hear us on WOMY.
Oh my.
Oh, look at it fell over.
Oh,
Here it
That's
is.
why you're such a great director, Mary.
Yes, I am.
I'm glad to
We sang
hear.
it over.
I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying some nice weather in Lowell.
I guess it's nice weather, but hey, it was It was kind of warm last week. We were almost 60, so yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take it.
Wow.
Well, I'm 37. It's just one degree short of a bra size.
Okay.
A good bra size. A healthy bra size.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we'll definitely have to talk about the further eclipse someday.
well, the good thing is you're both off of probation and your record has been expunged.
Anyway, thank you.
Yes, that is very good to know, Chad. Thank you.
Yeah, I checked.
Now we can create another
Thank
one.
you, Alpine, and we want to thank you for the
And
work
we
you
shall.
do. And when you see Joni, tell her we love her and we love her contributions to this show. She's been a big help.
Yeah, like I said, we try to avoid them, but okay.
There's your mission. That's
All right, thanks for calling.
We love you. Call again,
Merry
Alpine.
Christmas.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Thanks. Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas, and you're used to this. Ready? Ho, ho, ho.
And next time, I am going to have the bottom bunk.
And next time she's going to have the bottom bunk, she says.
Yeah,
Bye.
together.
I love you guys.
Bye.
I love you too.
Oh, you can hang up on it. Beautiful phone. Some people don't think it works, but you're
Oh,
living
it
proof.
works beautifully.
And anyway, I want to thank you. I want to introduce you to the home audience. This is Rita, our pal.
Hey, Rita.
From
Rita,
Worcester, and you look like a slingshot. You
The entire West Coast.
Worcester to Tucson to California to Oregon
To the New York Islands. This land is
your
your land.
Redwood Forest,
Wow.
Spokane to Longview, and finally to
Savannah,
You said this might be your
Georgia.
forever.
This
This
might be
land
it.
is made for you and me.
Maybe I have just begun.
Anyway, Rita, again, thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for
Such a
entertaining
pleasure to
that
be here.
beauty that we have to pay, Alpine Helen.
She's worth every cent.
Yeah, well then you can chip in. Thank you
There
very
we go.
much.
Ho, ho, ho.
Transition.
And someone who knows a lot about what Santa Claus says. Louie!
I'm qualified. I come qualified. I got my papers, my official papers.
What's this? Show
This
the young
one
camera.
is an actual postcard from Lowell.
Ooh.
Ooh, postmaster.
From
everything.
Lowell, and it specifically is labeled to Colonel Louis Clossy.
Yeah.
Colonel, and a statement of a postcard from Lowell.
Classy,
Hey,
classy, classy.
I love that. An actual postcard.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Incredibly appreciated. I got that on the Bill and Mac
When
trip
we were
up
up
to
there,
actual
when we were up in Lowell this year.
We do
Lowell
have
National
footage, as
Historic Park.
Bill mentioned, I'll figure
Historical.
out how to put it up too, so that we could share that all with you. And I always feel jolly this
Somebody
time
got
of year.
I've never been jollier.
Being Louis Clossy, of course, there's always been a thing about Santa Claus and Louis Clossy.
Oh, now I see
And
the
that
connection.
sort of thing.
Santa Clausy.
Interestingly
Santa
enough,
Clausy.
when I was in the 7th grade,
Yeah.
I dated
The
this
first time?
Italian girl very briefly, and her name happened to be Santa.
So if she had
No
married
joke. That for quite a while. And Bill's right, I did check my mailbox this week. Not only did I get a postcard from Lowell, but I also got, let's see what I won. Let's see.
I didn't get nothing in my stocking.
I won a sleigh ride.
Yay!
Weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Apparently it's good weather in Lowell for a sleigh ride. And this one's from the ever beautiful Bill and Mary Ann. Although this one says Mary Ann and Bill. So
Hey, I
we'll
know
switch it up a
who
little
butters
bit.
my bread.
That's right, Mary Ann and Bill. And of course, wishing wonderful thoughts and best wishes for a happy holiday season and a wonderful new year. Of course, wishing all of that to all of you out there.
And
as
if I can
well.
add something to that, you said you just found that in your mailbox that it was in there, what, a week or 2 weeks or something?
Probably.
I can't take a nap until the mail comes here.
Yeah.
Because I worked for the post office, and it's so ingrained in me, I can't take a nap until it comes. And I'm not one that bothers the letter carrier. I don't bother her, do I? No, I'm very
No,
nice to her.
you're very
far
nice to
from it. I'm not one. I said when I retired, I am not going to be like these ones that I had retired on my route. It's 3.5 minutes late today.
Sure.
I said, well, that's because I had to stay at the widow's house an extra 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a little company.
I go under the sentiment of no news is good news, so I avoid the mailbox if I have to.
I gotta have my mail. I love my mail. I worked there 29 years. I've been retired 29 years. I wouldn't have had a pension for 29 years if I didn't work there. I'll never put the post office down.
Okay.
Never put it down.
No,
I got
never will
promoted
either.
twice. I met some great people, and there's some bad memories, but they're so small I don't even mention them.
I've always had a good time at the post office. I've always met nice people, and I like the song too.
Which one?
Mr. Postman.
Deliver the letter, the
sooner the better.
Postman. That's not ours,
I
just
like-
for those with copyright issues that want to pause
Yeah,
our show.
That's not ours. Face stuff.
Hey Bill, did
Yeah.
you see my antlers?
No. Oh,
I got
yeah.
antlers.
How'd that happen?
I don't know, but I'm not a real reindeer.
It must be your new
I'm
diet.
not a real reindeer, so you know, which is good because if I was a real reindeer, adult content about to happen. If I was a real reindeer,
You
Bill,
would.
I'd be running around your yard tripping on psychedelic mushrooms.
Ooh.
There was nothing adult about that.
Did you know
statement.
that reindeer are crazy for psilocybin?
You had told me that. You had told me that.
mushrooms?
They get them up in the
They
tundra
run
where
around,
they
they'll
live.
knock people over, they'll knock the other reindeer out of the way and stuff. And I always wondered, they like those mushrooms. I always
Now we
wondered
know how they learn how
that
to fly.
had anything to do with flying reindeer.
Heck yeah. And some jolly guy harnessing
Some
them.
jolly guy. And do you know the folks, the reindeer herders used to actually wear red and white outfits when they would go out with the reindeer and they would go out to forage the mushrooms.
With the reindeer.
And they would then get the mushrooms and they would put them in their sack with their reindeer in their red and white outfits, and
Yeah.
they'd get back to the yurt, which normally would be surrounded by snow. And do you know that they had to climb in through the chimney opening to get into the yurt?
Because there was so much
Because
snow.
there was so much snow.
Oh my goodness.
And then they would go in and they would take the mushrooms and they would put them all on the evergreen tree
Yeah.
inside.
Let them dry
And
out.
they would let them dry on the tree, just like ornaments.
I've never
Yay.
eaten evergreen, but you're making me tempted.
And then in the morning, the family would wake up after whomever let them dry would then put them in their cloths and their stuff, and they would hang them by the fire to finish drying, which would be like by the fireplace. And then in the morning, everybody would get up and open up all of the stuff to find all of the mushrooms.
And you know how the mushrooms got its name?
How?
It's from the Alaska, the Iditarod. At the end of the race, the one that won got to go in any house they wanted to, and that was known as the mushroom.
That makes sense.
Oh
Dogs are different. They are
I
flying.
swear it's true.
Look it up.
The mushroom.
Chad finds all these things that ain't true and then tells me about them. It says,
I had nothing to do with it.
no, he said, I don't believe this, Bill, but did you see this?
Yeah.
That Pluto is actually closer to Earth than Venus?
It's just the
I said,
last
yeah, he's in
swallow.
Disney World. He always has been. What's your problem?
He's on Earth.
Anyway, this is what we do every week on here. And Chad, if you could just sashay. Holy tomatoes! We're getting towards the end of our 20 minutes. But we started a little bit late.
Yeah.
Anyone like to say anything, a Christmas wish or a good tidings to our...
I just want to say a couple things before we get
Please.
into the Christmas wishes. I know that there's been some reports about the video skipping a little bit.
Yeah.
We're in a different room. The reception isn't as great in here. We apologize for any technical difficulties.
Yeah.
And we're doing the best we can. And William Buckner says hello to everybody. Buckingham, excuse me.
Christmas to
Buckingham.
me.
Manny.
Radio
And
out
Manny
there.
is on. Manny is on watching us.
Hey, Manny!
Man!
Tara Kelly wishes us a Merry
Oh,
Christmas.
and to all of you.
And Carol is on.
My sweet
Yeah.
Carol. Merry Christmas, Carol.
And of course, Joan joined us.
Joan. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's not a big fan of alpines. I don't know what the deal is with that.
Yeah.
She wanted the third bunk, I guess.
So anyway, we actually want to close the show off by wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas and a healthy and happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
May you get postcards from
Come on, everyone.
LOWell.
Get in the
LOWell. LOWell. Get
We
your
hope you love our
postcards from
postcards.
LOWell. Bye. Merry Christmas.
We thought we'd give you a tickle.